Hi, my name is Alana. I'm the polyamorous librarian. I feel very strange without my glasses, but I could not bear the glare. I want to talk to you a little bit about losing yourself when you first come into the polyamorous community, through the excitement, through community energy, through the energy of the people around you, and how it's a normal part of the process for some people, and that it's okay. And the reason that I want to discuss this is because I feel like I've been into this for a while, but I've been doing it like full on, no basing it on what relationship that I'm on, being part of my community for several years now. And I'm starting to see it in myself and others that some of us have been in this long enough that we are separating ourselves and our experiences from our community, and we see ourselves in a very different light. Some of us have burned out with the community, either through volunteer work or bad experiences, and some of us have embraced the community and love the hell out of it and still do a lot of work with it, and but don't identify with it as much. And what I'm hearing over and over again is that there's a sense of self that sometimes gets lost inside of this journey, that there's a piece of you that sometimes gets wrapped up in the energy of everybody around you, which is like completely normal, right? You meet somebody new and you get wrapped up in them, and sometimes you know, maybe like pick up their favorite expressions or start watching their favorite movies or get into their favorite kind of music or whatever. And it's the same thing with community. It can be the same thing with community or any other sort of like big energy. And it's normal and it's totally okay. And if you find that you've made a change in your life that you wouldn't have necessarily made because you've gone into a community that's new to you, it's totally fine. It's just a part of that journey. It's just you mimicking energy around you. And we do it all the time as people. If you feel that you've lost something essential and that you have to find it back, I'm very sorry that you found yourself there, but know that you're not alone. Know that there are other people like you who've done that. And if you still love polyamory, still find yourself polyamorous, again, you're not alone. This is absolutely a thing that happens. It does not mean that you're not poly if you find yourself wanting to date differently than other people in the community. If you want to find yourself, not being like a party person the way that you feel like all your polyamorous friends are party people, or if you don't want to be on the apps, or if you don't want to do whatever it is that the people around you want to do. Community does not have to be one thing, and it shouldn't be one thing. We're a diverse community, and if there's one community telling you that you should be one way, it's not your community, right? We should not be any more one thing than any other community. No one asks any other group to be completely homogenized. Why should we be asking that of the polyamory community? Just some thoughts I've had lately based on the experiences that I've had and other people have had and that I've been discussing with them lately. I think it's really important to know that in every polyamorous journey, no one has ever necessarily, as far as I know, done anything that someone else hasn't related to. I've been going to discussion group meetups and everything for years and years and years now, like 6, 7, 8, who knows how long I've actually been going to groups of some sort or another, right? To talk about things, because I prefer to talk about things. I really love discussion groups, probably more than I love socials. And I feel like every time someone has brought something up,
someone has a comparable story. And it's really important to me that everybody knows that they're not the first person to go through anything that they've gone through, and to find people who've had similar experiences and talk that out with those people. So if you're someone who has been in a community where you feel like the energy of the community has brought you to a place where you felt like you were having a good time, and you did have a good time, you absolutely did, those feelings were valid, but then you come out of it the other side and you're like, wow, I'm an introvert who suddenly was an extrovert, or wow, I was a pretty, pretty chill person who loved relationships, and then suddenly I was like dating everybody, whatever that was, or, I was somebody who like loved to date and suddenly found myself in like 7 committed relationship, whatever it was. This is a normal process of finding yourself, and finding yourself surrounded by a bunch of people who have a completely different energy than you. You picked up that energy, and whenever you're ready to put it down, you put it down. Or if you don't want to put it down, don't put it down. Anyway, so like, we were just talking about it, and I wanted to share that with everyone because I thought it was really cool and valid, and I hope that whoever needed to hear this gets to hear it.